Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up consistently over time. So, today in the gym, we are going to be doing a powerful leg day, or something I really don't show you guys, but we gotta make sure that our whole body's balanced, right? Try to chase that Greek god or goddess look. And one thing that I want to emphasize is that I fast as much as I can. It's easy for me during the work week. Uh, I don't eat for the first 5 hours, just a bottle of water. But when on my off days or on the off season, as they call it, I fast for the first 4 hours. So we are starting off with a powerful leg lift. I'm trying to explode on the way up and go down very slow. When you go down, that's called the negative. So slow and control negatives helps you build the muscle, and that's how you are gonna do these leg extensions. This is basically working out the quad area. Trying to do these slow and controlled. 45 pounds on each side. This is a different machine, different gym that we're trying to use today. Also, want to touch base on why I do it fasted because it helps you regulate the metabolism, helps you keep focus as you get used to it. Also, trying to stay lean by fasting, right? You don't eat anything other than water. Helps you to maintain that sculpted, defined look. So with these leg extensions, we are adding 25 pounds on this set. So doing 2 sets for these leg movements. Then we found this Romanian deadlift machine, which works out on hamstrings, a little bit of the glutes and calves. So 2 plates of 45 on each side. I'm not sure how much the hamstring machine itself weighs without the weights. And then we did like a little drop set after rest, 2 to 3 minutes. So you want to make sure you keep your back straight. My feet, I position them shoulder width apart, and then from there, trying to lift up, hinging as I go down, and then pulling up with my back, right? And with this machine, depending on how tall you are, I use the handles on the bottom, and I put my grip towards the middle part of the bar. With these hat squats, it's pretty scary in the sense that I don't really have this in my gym. You're supposed to really go all the way down, but even with the weights, it's still difficult. Trying to practice the full range of motion without the weights, but when I put some weights on, doing half reps is not that bad. You are still going to feel it on your glutes and your quads. So with this machine, I'm going slow as I go up and as I go down, trying to have these control reps so that way I feel it every way through. Eventually, though, when I do practice more, we are gonna see me have my body be pushed all the way down and all the way up on my own without any assistance. And then on my second set, I am going half reps, but it still is a good leg movement, trying to build strong lower body, right? So having the upper body, lower body split is helpful for me. Sometimes I do full body, but having it separate with 2 different sections for each day is going to help my body become stronger, more sculpted, and have more defined muscles. And then on this abduction machine, my legs are pushing outward. So you're going to feel this more in the outer thigh. And this is like an accessory type of machine where you are developing good quad muscles. The leg extension works out both the outer and the inner, but this is just having that extra movement. And usually when I do my lower body day, it's more concise because the leg muscles are like pretty, it's not as much compared to the upper body. You have the quads, the glutes, hamstrings, and the calves. That's pretty much it. 5 or 6 muscle groups. So after I did 2 sets of those, I'm doing them inward to do the inner thigh muscle groups. So doing them slow and controlled is the way to go when you do any type of movement, because if you do it too fast, you're not really doing much of anything. The effort is being wasted. So when I do slow and controlled, it's gonna help you do these leg movements, uh, as well as the upper body. So I'm trying to reach failure, and then when I reach failure, I am doing partial reps or trying to force myself to complete the last rep in order for me to make sure that I'm working out the muscle efficiently and effectively. Um, with this machine, it's good quad builder. And then as you see here, struggling for the last rep, so that way I make sure I get it done. Calves is the muscle group that I struggle the most with, so I'm going to do these seated and then standing. With the hamstring machine, it is 60 pounds on its own, and it has springs attached towards the ends, towards the seat. So when I tried putting 25 pounds on each side, there was no way I could lift it. So in the next clip, you're going to see me have a 25-pound plate on one side. And when you do these, I like putting my front foot, that half on the step, so that way the other half is in the air. And I'm trying to hold it as I go up and as I go down to make sure that my calves are being worked out good. And you're going to feel the burn with this hamstring calf raise machine. It is like one of the best machines I have ever seen in a long while for calves. So I'm holding it at the top for 1 or 2 seconds, holding it at the bottom for 1 or 2 seconds as well. And then this is the standing calf machine. As you see, the placement where I put my feet, the upper half is on the step, and the other half is in the air. Trying to hold it as you go up, hold it on the way down. Gonna help you build strong calves. So with these leg movements, doing 2 sets each for the machine, um, right? So again, doing another set of calf raises on the machine. The reason I'm bending down is to make sure that my feet are being flexed on the way upward and the way down. So you do have to adjust these machines because you want to step into the machine and then have the legs feel that full extension for the calf raises. And then we have the leg curls, doing this nice and controlled. This machine is different because it's angled out 45 degrees up, and you're gonna feel more of that burn when you do these leg curls. Is working at the calves and the hamstrings, basically the posterior chain of your legs, right? The back side of your legs. 2 sets of these was pretty humbling. I usually do 70 pounds in my gym, but had to lower down to 40 to 50 pounds on this one. So you want to do your best to hold it at the bottom part for 1 or 2 seconds and then slowly release. So right here, I hold it down for 1 or 2 seconds and then slowly release as I go up. So this machine is pretty good. Um, it's similar to the leg curls when you are laying flat on your chest. Either of those two machines are good to go to develop hamstring and calf muscles. And then the last part of the workout, doing leg press. So you want to be joint friendly. So the way I do it is that I am pointing my feet outward at 45 degrees, and that's how I don't feel any knee pain when I do these leg presses. So this is the better version of the machine because you're able to go closer as you slowly release the weight and you extend a little bit more far. So with this machine, I'm trying to put it at a level 1 and starting point, and then trying to make my knees touch my chest as much as possible, doing these at 340 pounds, right? So nice and controlled. That's pretty much the workout for lower body. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video.